Okay, let's see what we can do with this one. So we're going to make it on the horizontal. We're going to make it 300, and on the vertical we're going to make it 300, going 300 as well. Going to make it a negative positive for something different. Actually, yeah, we're going to use this. Actually, no, we're not. We're going to use this, so it's going to cancel it, so it'll be a waste of time. And we're going to just add some really interesting bits, which I've used a lot in the past, but I haven't been using it lately that often. So let's see if we can make this come up a treat. Oops. Alright, let's see what we have. We have here the art and science of the plant, flora. So this is an interesting piece. Oh, this back one looks good, but it's got writing on it. I'm just going to go for this one, this picture. See how we go with this. See if we can make it look good. My mum loves plants. She used to belong to an orchid society when we lived in Queensland, which was a really good place for tropical orchids. Mum tried to take a lot of her orchids down here and most of them died, but some of them did manage to acclimatise. Anyway, that looks really quite nice, that. Wondering where the centre of the job is going to be. I'm going to make it there. But yeah, my mum had really enjoyed going to Orchid Society meetings. I was only a little child back then, and I used to miss my mummy when she went to those meetings. I was never taken to an Orchid Society meeting, folks. That's a mystery of how it went. I'm wondering where the centre of this job is going to be. I never got to see my mother's dealings with the Orchid Society. Actually, we're thinking that's going to be our centre. But basically, yeah, my mum really loved orchids, and it was something that she did. And as a child, I used to hate her going to meetings. And we got the toner low indication, which will soon become a toner out. So, but basically, she really loved her orchids, and she had a greenhouse. She had a huge garden up there in Queensland. To be honest, she never wanted to move to Sydney back then, just over 40 years ago now. We moved from Cairns to Sydney. It was a long time ago. I missed Cairns a lot myself. I think I might have missed Cairns more than my mum missed it, or at least as much as she did. It was horrible not being able to stay in the place that I loved. And I had a really good neighbour that I had as a friend who was about 16 at the time, I think, when we finally pulled up stumps and left. And I don't know if I actually missed her as much as I typically would, like I imagined I would, but she was my first friend. I didn't have any friends in kindergarten or primary school, so yeah. Anyway, that looks quite interesting. I think now we can call this little demo quits.